Hello everyone, I'm Dick Wolf and welcome to the Buzz Moment. Our community is embroiled in a controversy over a Franklin County High School club authorized at the end of the year. The Gay Straight Alliance Club is intended to be a place where students can share life experiences as young men and women. Since its first meeting barely a week ago, the students have been confronted by angry adults and fellow students who disagree with lifestyles that are different from their own. Allie Faxon is one of its first members. We talked with Ms. Faxon's parents, who gave permission for her to speak with the Buzz. Tina Shang conducted the interview.
Good morning, Allie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're going to talk a little bit about the new GSA Gay Straight Alliance Club that formed recently at Franklin County High School. Can you tell us a little about the club and its mission?
Our mission is to create a safe place for LGBT students and their allies. As you guys know, high school can be pretty rough, and especially being in the South, it gets more rough for the LGBT students. And this club provides a safe place for them to go every Tuesday afternoon where they can be themselves without worrying about being judged, or they can relate to another LGBT student or their ally. We all have something in common, and I think that it's good that we can get together and just support ourselves.
Right. Well, what kind of motivated you to start the club? I think you talked a little bit about support, but...
Yeah. Well, I didn't start the club. It was two really great guys that did, and I think their main motivation was that high school's been really rough on them, and I think they understood, hey, this is common among all LGBT students. And so if we could create a safe space for them, that would be really awesome. And I think that was their main motive in that.
And this club will obviously have longevity long after you've left high school. It'll be there for fellow students. I know you've faced some adversity since the club has started. Do you want to talk a little bit about how that's been?
They haven't really bothered me any. I'm strong in who I am. That's how I was raised. But I know that it's gotten really tough on some other of our members, and I don't know, I'm really glad I could be here to kind of clear things up. So,
do you feel like you're kind of a voice for those people who can't
yeah,
speak
definitely.
up for themselves?
I've had a few people message me hey, I'm really grateful that you're here, you're really amazing, you're doing a great job, and I'm sorry that I can't really help, and I understand that.
What kind of obstacles have you faced? We've seen posts where there's been some really negative things written on the posters that was hung up to support the club. Yeah. So how's that been for you all?
It's been pretty frustrating, but overall I've tried to understand both sides. I know it's hard to get over this obstacle, and I don't know, I guess it's the way that they were raised, and you can't really help that, so.
Right. Well, I know it's frustrating that you all just, you're not forcing anyone to join you, so just to have, the club be open. We've seen the pressures that's been against the club, and you guys just keep moving forward, and you say you try to see both sides of the picture.
Yeah.
So how do you just keep moving forward despite everything that you're getting online and off?
I think that my main motivation is that this club isn't just a one-year thing. It's going to be something that, it's going to be a foundation of support for students, LGBT students and their allies for years to come. And I think that's really great. It's just a foundation and it's not going to go away.
So that's, I was going to ask you if you ever think about giving up, but it sounds like this is not just for you, but it's for everyone that comes after you. Allie, this has been a long journey already, even though you guys just started the club. When did you start officially?
We had our first meeting last Tuesday.
So last Tuesday, it must seem like much longer than that with everything that's happening. So let's talk a little bit about your parents. You mentioned before that you had a lot of support at home, which helps. Can you talk a little bit about that? And
I don't know. My parents have always been really great. I was raised in a Christian family, and that hasn't seemed to bother them. I'm their kid and they love me, and I felt a lot of support from my family. I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters, so I get a lot of support from all of them, including my parents. and it's been really great.
Yeah, you have a twin sister,
I
correct?
do.
Yeah. I'm sure she's a rock for you,
She's in
too.
the fight.
So you have obviously a very supportive environment at home.
Yeah.
How important is this club to children that may not have that type of support at home?
I think that it's like words can't really describe how much it's going to help them to know that, like, even throughout school and even once they go home, like, they might not have a support, but they know that they have this club behind them. And even if they're not out, like, it doesn't matter. You don't have to state your sexuality. Even if they're not out, they have this support, and we're all going to be there for them, and they can talk to us.
And it's not just there's straight students also
Yes.
that are members of the
Yeah.
club that are just
Yes.
here to support their friends.
Yeah.
Right. So how about the other students in the club and at the school? We talked a little bit about the parent support and how important this is. How do you think, or does this club affect any of the other students? I mean,
for the most part, I don't think that it does, other than our posters, which, I mean, they've kind of already taken that into their own hands. But other than that, like, it's after school. We're not trying to persuade anybody who doesn't want to be into it to come. Like, this is for the people that want it and the people that need it.
so
mostly.
this is like every other club. It's after school. It is not
Yes,
during
it's after school,
hours.
and you're not required to come.
Right. So the public reaction's been pretty mixed. We know we've heard about some opposition, but you guys are getting a ton of support
Yeah.
from all around the world. How does that feel? Has that been
It's-
surprising?
Yeah, it leaves me wordless how much support we've had. I've had people from Australia, Wales, and Germany messaging me saying, "Hey, like, we support you. Keep doing what you're doing," and it's been great.
That's great. Do you think that we are a small town. We are in the South. Do you hope that starting this club will maybe enlighten people and make them a little more open, or is that not something you've even thought about? It's just for your groups and for your people your age.
The main purpose of this club, as stated on the GSA website, is to try and create a basic understanding and try to get together a group of people who will help overcome homophobia. But I think at this point in the club, we're just looking to make a foundation of support.
Right. So there's a meeting coming up February the 8th. And this is not on the agenda at the moment. But someone started a Facebook group to encourage folks to come out that are opposed to the club that has been formed. In response to that, your supporters have started a rally that will be there at the same time. Was all of that, like, shocking to you that so many things have been not just talked about but planned so quickly?
I myself, honestly, I expected this sort of backlash. I expected someone to try to create a board meeting, but I think that the Pride rally is just, like, it came out of nowhere, and I think that it's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're going to show pretty much how many people we have that are actually supportive of us, especially in this area, and I think it's going to kind of be a shock to the opposers. Like, not everyone has their mindset, and that's okay, but yeah, I think it's going to be fun.
And we've talked a little bit to the people who are putting the rally together. Those are not students from Franklin County High School, so that kind of support came completely out of away from the school element. So do you know, is someone from your club going to be in attendance and asked to speak at the February 8th meeting, or are there no plans for that?
As of right now, I'm not sure if anybody's actually planning on speaking, but I haven't really been on Facebook that often recently these past few days. I know that we had one great senior who planned on writing a speech, but I don't know if that was planned on for the actual meeting or if it was just planned on for our Pride rally.
Okay. Do you feel like anyone needs to speak at the meeting, or?
No, I think our presence will be, but I think silence speaks louder than words. So.
Okay. Your club, obviously, it's protected by federal law.
Yeah.
So is that one of the reasons why you feel like you really don't need to speak? You have the protection of the law behind you.
Yeah, I mean, the law helps, but if I wouldn't be opposed to anyone from our club speaking up at that at the board meeting, even if it's just to try and help people understand what this club is about, and that we're not trying to get people to come in. We're not doing that.
You feel like there's been a lot of misconception and,
Yes.
and untruths that have been told about the club and its purpose.
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons you're here to speak with us, kind of set the record straight. So what's next after the meeting? What are your plans with the club?
Well, we don't have a leadership group yet, so this Tuesday we're actually going to be voting for leaders, and those leaders are going to be planning activities and fundraisers for the clubs. But as of right now, I think we're just going to keep doing like we have been, try and get people to meet other people in this club and form new bonds that they haven't had prior to. And I think that's our main purpose at this point.
As of this taping, the Board of Education has yet to finish its agenda for the February 8th meeting. When we get it, we'll post it on our social media. That meeting is at 6:30, February 8th. If you want to speak on this issue before then, use your phone camera to say your piece and post it with the hashtag Franklin County Buzz, or use the Buzz message box and post it there. We'll be looking for you.